Clearly, there's a skill increase when you go from ping pong to table tennis, and I'm stuck on the former.
For Barcelona, it's been no Robert Lewandowski, no problem.
Students are demanding fair wages, harassment protection, and overall support from the university. And while it may seem futile as they come up on their year anniversary of starting negotiations, that does not make them any less important.
Well, Pep Guardiola and City will hope to find something, anything, to build on. Because there are 4 games left, Liverpool's opponents will perform a guard of honor for the remaining games, meaning they will be on either side of the Liverpool players when they walk onto the pitch.
With many athletes not participating due to having clinched their places in the Big Ten Championship next week, 3 freshmen seized their chance and stole the spotlight here at Oregon Twilight.
Shout out to our assistant producer, Sarah Nowitzki, with her little trash talk at the end there.
How much trash was she actually talking?
A lot.
Blazing Paddles allows these folks to compete, rediscover their childhood joy, and keep their minds and bodies sharp.
Starting with Nate Biddle getting 3 the old-fashioned way, and Keyshawn Barthélemy getting 3 the modern way. The game would go to extra time, where an unlikely hero and Jewel Kuhn scored the winner, and just look at the scenes. Shelstead has hit big shots all year for the Ducks, and this was no different. The crossover, the step back, the shot. Of course, he's got to say what up to the crowd afterward. Fireworks are not an adequate description of what he has done through his first 11 games.
Kalapuya Alihi is one of the newer and nicer dorm halls on campus. But as you can see, it's been closed due to problems with the infrastructure. This is just one of many problems with University of Oregon student housing, which we set out to learn more about. We met with University of Oregon Housing Director Michael Griffel to get his take on some of these issues.
Can you kind of tell us what happened with the closure of Kalapuya and kind of where that project is now?
It's been down for 2 years. There were some cracks that were unusual that were seen in it, and we brought in some engineers to do studying of it, and they're not typical or what should be there.
The cracks in Kalapuya Alihi's infrastructure have slowed down other construction projects. This includes the destruction of Hamilton Hall, one of UO's oldest dorm halls. We spoke with Mario Nordi, who spent a year living in Hamilton.
Oh, in my opinion, Hamilton should have been torn down the year before I got there. That place should not, I should not have been able to live in Hamilton. It was really uncomfortable in my dorm room. It was just super hot. The heater in the winter was too hot as well. You would crank it a quarter, and it felt like you had it on full blast. I think we had a heat wave late June. It was 89 outside during 2 to 4 p.m. and it was legit at least 100 degrees in my dorm room. I could not sit in my dorm room until it got to 8 or 9 p.m. That place shouldn't even be used to live in this year for people that are living in it. And those are still barely even at capacity for Hamilton. It shows why they should be torn down and why they're gonna be torn down.
Housing is not the only issue concerning students on campus. Here we are at one of the student parking lots, and as you can see, it's both small and nearly completely filled. This is one of many examples of the lack of parking available for students at the University of Oregon. The university offers 4,000 parking spots for permit, with 24,462 students enrolled in the 2024-25 academic year. These permits can either be term-based or 30-day. For residential students who would need term-based permits, there are only 400 to 500. When we went by campus parking lots, an open spot was rare. This is a problem students in Unthink and New Residence Hall have been dealing with since they opened. After identifying some of the problems with UO's housing and parking, we asked Griffel how these issues will be addressed.
We're really excited. The repair work and the renovation of Kalapuya Alihi is nearly finished. It will be open. We'll probably have a few summer conferences in there this summer, and then it'll be open in the fall. So Hamilton stayed open for the 2 years while the repair work was being done on Kalapuya Alihi, so that we would have enough space for students to live on campus. And now that Kalapuya Alihi is reopening, Hamilton is scheduled to be demolished.
While housing projects seem constant, parking is less of a priority.
The university is looking at building a new parking garage sometime down the road, but we think it's going to be a few years.
I think nobody would be happy to see large portions of the university campus paved over into parking lots.
Oregon News, Eli Thomas. Might as well give Elise Sokolsky the deed to the pitching circle, because she owns it. 220 pitches in less than 48 hours, going 15 2/3 innings with 15 strikeouts to help lead Oregon to a Big Ten regular season title.
I did it for my team. You know, there's really no one else out there. Like, I'm doing it for every person on the field, every person in the dugout, everyone that's just helped get us to this point. So you can't really think of like how many pitches or like how my body's feeling. That's not important.
He's no stranger to a large workload, with multiple grueling weekends like this one during the season. With the NCAA leader in wins, Lindsey Grine, struggling recently, Sokolsky being excellent has been even more important. She's been that all season, ranking 3rd in the Big Ten in both ERA and batting average against. Her career best year can largely be attributed to the improvement of one pitch in particular.
Our changeup is just, it's next level. It's really, really good. And when, you know, we work on hitting the changeup every day, and it's a difficult pitch to hit. So to be able to throw that in any count, the way she does it and just the way that she hides it, it makes her rise and her drop and everything else look that much better.
Oregon News, Eli Thomas.